These people, these accomplished professionals, Todd Blanche is a multimillionaire from his law practice, and he is okay with completely desecrating his own reputation in service to Donald Trump. Donald Trump. It is so weird how much effort goes in to from these government employees of the Homeland Security Department or the State Department or in this case, the Department of Justice, how much effort and energy they expend to please Donald Trump, to appear on television looking into the barrel of a camera to please the dear leader who happens to watch them on a TV in the White House. Todd Blanche, Donald Trump's former personal attorney, criminal defense attorney, is now, has a high-ranking position in the Department of Justice. And yesterday, he went on Fox News with Hannity to talk about what took place in the committee hearing, the oversight hearing in the United States Senate Judiciary Committee with Pam Bondi. And in this particular moment, he's doing more than just trying to please Donald Trump. He's trying to convince the American people that Pam Bondi did a good job, which is an impossible task because she did not do a great job. She failed on every single metric she fared, except for maybe making Donald Trump feel warm and fuzzy inside, which is, again, what Todd Blanche is trying to do here. I have two clips. We're going to begin with what his narrative was, what his mission was, what he was tasked with doing when the interview started, which is pleasing Donald Trump and trying to convince America that she did a good job. It's very ham-fisted, very sloppy. The second clip gets worse, if you can believe it, but it's the same thing that they're driving home. Watch this first one.
Hey, Sean. Yes, I was in Chicago, and I did get caught up. I was so proud of the Attorney General today. She did a phenomenal job representing everything that we're doing at the Department of Justice. And it was just, you've already said it, but it's true.
That wasn't her job, Todd. One, she didn't do a phenomenal job. Oh, it was a phenomenal job. Oh, the Attorney General. Her job was not to represent everything that we're doing at the DOJ. Her job was to sit there and answer questions that were asked of members of the United States Senate under the guise of their oversight duty, their constitutionally mandated oversight duty. It's not a marketing campaign that she's on. It is the proper functioning, the constitutional functioning of our government. A co-equal branch of government has questions for a fellow co-equal branch of government that has, the Senate has been granted oversight. The House has been granted the power of oversight, checks and balances. They have a legislative duty. They have a legislative priority to maybe, if the executive branch isn't doing their job well, is overstepping the bounds of their duties under the Constitution, to write legislation to rein them in. Her job's not marketing. Her job's not making Donald Trump feel good and pointing out how Democrats hate him. Not her job. At the end of the interview, this was the first part of the interview. He wanted to get this point across. In the second, he drives it home even further and really lets his mask slip and says that her job, he loved watching her do her job and making Donald Trump look good. Could it be any more transparent with these freaks? There's also a little number in there about who runs the government, and I think maybe he's confused. Watch this.
And it was just, you've already said it, but it's true. These senators were going after the Attorney General after they refused to open the government. They refused to open the government, and yet they're going after her for these random attacks that have nothing to do with oversight. And I just loved watching her do what she did today, making President Trump look good and really making them realize what major errors they're making right now in the way they're running this country.
Major errors they're making right now in the way they're running the country. Todd Blanche, do you believe the Democrats run the country right now? You are stupider than you look, sir. And that's saying something. You are a moron if you believe that the Democrats who don't control the House of Representatives, that the Democrats who don't control the United States Senate, that the Democrats who aren't in possession of the executive branch of the government, that they run the United States government right now. Do you think that's something Donald Trump wants to hear, that Democrats are in charge, even though they don't hold the majority in either house of our Congress? And they didn't win the election in 2024? Are you saying they did win the election, Todd? Is that what you're saying, Todd? Todd, is that what you're saying, brother? Maybe you just freaked out for a moment because you had to get your one line in that was mandated by the administration, that you just love watching what she did today, making President Trump look good. An impossible task. These people, these accomplished professionals, Todd Blanche is a multimillionaire from his law practice, and he is okay with completely desecrating his own reputation in service to Donald Trump. Donald Trump, a racist, an objectively stupid person, an unintelligent rube. Just because he's got money doesn't mean he's not stupid. He is stupid. Everything he has is either was given to him by his father and then squandered by him through many, many bankruptcies, or now through doubling or tripling his net worth from becoming president of the United States. And the endless grift, the endless conning of MAGA world, whether that be trading cards, tennis shoes, perfume for dudes, whatever, all of it is meant to enrich himself off the backs of the MAGA world. And, foreign countries are getting in on the action too. They want to be looked with favor from Donald Trump, the president, who controls the mechanisms of our government. Reminder, Todd Blanche, it's not the Democrats, it's Republicans. Anyway, I would love to know what you think about this. Please subscribe on YouTube. We're trying to get to 1.5 million by the end of the year. I would really appreciate your help there. You can also go like and follow the Facebook page, Dollemore Daily, and you can comment below either one of those places where the videos reside. Please share this content. All that really does help. You can call the voicemail line too, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. If you want to support this work financially, there are a couple of different ways for $2 a month. The 222. I need to start like a Subway sandwich jingle to advertise maybe I should need to find myself a musician to do that. For $2 a month, you can become a channel member. Click the join button below this video on YouTube. $2. Pretty easy. You can also go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast and help support there. I love and appreciate you very much. I will see you next time. Until then, be genuine and take care of one another.